everyone, welcome to my channel. This is Mila Rooms. I am a mom of two and an ESL mentor. My family and I travel a lot. We kind of live in an unusual nomadic lifestyle. So here I am making videos to share unique, fun, and helpful experiences for you. And for today, I am excited to share with you on how to make an effective introduction video for your online teaching application. Want to know more? Stay tuned. But before we get into this, if you want to know more useful tips about ESL that will make you worry-free of getting bookings, just like I do, it will be my pleasure to share my strategies and techniques on how I don't get to worry about being booked all the time. Yes, fully booked all the time. So please do subscribe so you'll get notified whenever I upload new exciting and educational videos just for you. So let's get started. This video will be very useful to all aspiring teachers or people planning to apply as an online English teacher. Or if you are interested to know more about teaching online, well, this one's for you. Do watch till the end. I have some bonus tips prepared just for you. Today, I will be detailing everything you need to know on how to create an introduction video for your application, which will usually serve as your screening. Along with this, I will also include in this very video a mini training session for you on the things you need to know prior to creating your introduction video. Mind you, your introduction video does matter a lot. It is one of the most important tool or requirement that you should take time and put effort to make before submitting it to the company. Why? In most companies, probably all, it is the very first requirement that they ask for. It will serve as your screening, which means they initially assess your skills through that video. Number two, your chances to proceed to the next step relies not only with your other documents such as diploma or certificates, but your intro video plays a major role. So, what do they assess? It may vary from one company to another, but generally they look at two things. One is language skills, and two is your teaching skills. Let's begin with your language skills. First is your grammar. Be careful with your English grammar. Disclaimer: I am not a grammar guru. I don't even have a perfect English, but I will share to you important topics that I have learned from my webinars, training sessions, and professional experiences. As a former trainer from 51 Talk, I was assigned in Cebu Center to train, assess, and screen applicants prior to endorsing them to a Chinese evaluator for final demo or CE demo. From this experience, I am pretty familiar with the rubrics or criteria of passing or failing an applicant. And one of the key criteria is your grammar. Common mistakes from us Filipinos are the use of A. Prepositions such as in, on, at, and many more. B. Articles a and an. C. Subject-verb agreement. Take note that these grammar points I mentioned are just common grammar patterns I have observed mostly from intro videos I have screened before, okay? Not in actual classes. So be mindful of your grammar when writing your scripts. As for me, and you can too, I do drafts. I write them down or input it into a Word. I read them again and again and check any grammar points I need to edit. Proofread all the time, as many as you can, until you're satisfied. You can always use grammar checking apps such as Grammarly if you aren't sure how to correct your statements. However, I do not suggest that you rely on it. It can be your aid, but I still suggest you practice your grammar skills because it will be very useful for your demo and for your interview. And always remember, English grammar is also your main product. It's what you teach, it is what you sell, so you have to know it. Next would be your pronunciation. That includes articulation, accent, and intonation. Common Filipino mistakes are number one, plosive sounds, such as letter P or P, letter B or B, letter T or T, letter D or D, letter K or K, letter G or G. Plosive sound is a kind of consonant sound, and another kind is also called fricatives. There are two kinds, but let's focus on plosives for now. From the word plosives, the sounds of these letters make a somewhat explosive air of sound. It is understandable since in Filipino language, many of our letter sounds are flat. For example, letter P. In Filipino, we say P, P, such as Pinoy, Presidente, Piso. In English, we say P, P, as in paper, pen, pot. If we try to read these words in a flat tone, it will sound like paper, pen, pot. You can hear the difference? It's flat. Now, let's try the letter T. Letter T in Filipino, we say ta, ta, such as tatay, tao, tuta. In English, we say t, t, with a hint of a s sound, such as table, tree, tall. If we try to read these words in a flat tone, it will sound like table, tree, tall. See the difference? Next is the letter B. Letter B in Filipino, we say B, such as bata, verde, buko. In English, we say B, B, such as baby, bun, bed. If we try to read these words in a flat tone, it will sound like baby, bun, bed. So you see, there are differences between plosive and a flat sound. So we add a puff of air when we pronounce the plosive letter sounds. And so it goes with the other letters such as letter D or D, letter K or K, and letter G or G. So how do we practice this one? A piece of tissue is your best friend for this one. It's what I call the tissue test. Hold a piece of tissue in front of your mouth. Not too close, just like this. Touch your nose. Say the plosive sounds with a pop of air as you say it. The tissue must move. Let's practice these words. We've got here poppy and tuck. Now let's try them in Filipino version. Poppy, poppy. It's not moving. Tuck, tuck. It's not moving. Now let's try it in a plosive manner. Poppy, poppy, tuck, tuck. You see? The tissue moves. You can see the difference. The tissue must pop or move away from your mouth as you pronounce and say these words. You may try out these words for your practice. Just pause this part while practicing. Bite, bite. Cake, cake. Do, do. Get, get. Pat, pat. Tent, tent. Number 2 are vowel sounds, long and short. Here's a thing to remember. Vowel sounds are voiced. It means we use our voice in order to pronounce these letters. Another fun fact, when pronouncing vowels, your tongue actually do not touch other parts of the mouth, the teeth, or the lips. It's quite easy to remember long and short vowel sounds. The name speaks for itself. Long vowels are A, E, I, O, U. It kind of makes a long sound. For the short vowels, we say A, E, I, O, A. Be careful on which sounds you must use. You can always Google word pronunciation and practice them before you start recording your video. You may try out these words for your practice. Just pause this part while practicing. Cap, cape. Bed, bead. Kit, kite. Cup, cope. Cut, cute. This, these. Number 3, consonant sounds. These letter sounds are pretty much common to many of us, and I must say, I'm sometimes guilty with this, especially when I talk too fast. So don't worry. Basically, it is because we are Filipinos after all. Here are some common mispronounced consonant sounds. First, we've got P versus F, B versus V, S versus Z, TH, voiced and voiceless, versus D, S versus ES. So here are some examples you can practice. P versus F, we say P, fee. Pig, fig. Pound, found. B versus V. Ban, van. Bent, vent. Bet, vet. S versus Z. Sue, zoo. Seal, zeal. Sip, zip. TH versus D. They, day. Breathe, breed. There, dare. Though, dough. S versus ES. Spoon, not a spoon. Stick, not a stick. Smile, not a smile. Number 4 is TH, voiced and voiceless sounds. Many get confused with this part. Although both use the same letter T and H, however, sometimes they are read differently. We have two kinds, voiced and voiceless. First is voiced TH. Self-explanatory. We use our voice to pronounce the TH. For example, the, that, the, bathe, these, that, those. Second is voiceless TH. For this one, we use air from our lungs. No voice included, just air. For example, thing, thought, three, thesis. To easily see the difference, try pronouncing these words while you put your hand softly, gently onto your neck, where the vocal cords are. Like this. First is voice TH. You can feel the vibration from your vocal cords as you say them, since we use voice. Second is voiceless. Voiceless TH, use air. No vibrations felt around your neck as you say the voiceless TH. Let's read these words and see the difference. Don't forget, touch your neck where your vocal cords are. The, vibration. That. Next, no vibration. Thing. You may try out these words for your practice. Just pause this part while practicing. Voiced TH. That. The. Bathe. These. That. Those. Father. Voiceless TH. Thing. Thought. Three. Thesis. Thanks. Thumb. Thick. Number 5 is digraphs, such as PH, SH, TH, and CH. Digraphs are 2 letters that make only one sound. Just like PH makes the sound SH makes the sound sh. CH makes the sound ch. And TH makes the sound or th. You may try out these words for your practice. Just pause this part while practicing. PH, Philippines, phone. SH, shine, shoes. CH, church, choose. TH, voiceless, thong, theme. TH, voiced, though, then. Now, let's proceed to the second skill that they assess. Teaching skills. Number 1 is your lesson flow. They check the smoothness of your lesson in class. Some companies, they prefer for teachers to use transitions, and some, they don't. Second is the use of TPR, gestures, visual aids, and realia. They see if you are comfortable in using TPR, such as look, listen, say, or gestures like running and swimming. So they see if you're comfortable using these things in class, as well as the use of props. Number 3, error correction. They want to know how you correct your students. It is very important that you correct students. That is how they learn. So there are proper ways in how you correct them. Just remember, correct some, but not all. Number 4, pacing. They evaluate your pacing. It means your speed, how fast or how slow you talk in class. You have to know how to pace yourself when talking to your students according to their age and their English level. Number 5, technique and strategy. They look forward to see your unique strategies and techniques on how you handle your students in your classes. So you have to practice this part or think of your unique strategy and techniques that you do in classes. I will be making another video about these topics. These topics are quite long, so I think it would be best to just create a video about them on my next vlog so that I can detail everything you need to know about them, so do watch out for that. Now that you are equipped with the basic information that you need prior to creating your introduction video, let's talk about what contents you can include. By the way, many of the companies will require you to make 2 videos along your application process. First is an intro video for the screening, where you should address your intro video to the company. This is where you actually sell yourself to get them to hire you. Second is for your profiling. Once you pass the demonstration and ready to start working with the company, your profile video this time must be addressed to the parents. But today, we will focus on your intro video for screening or application. I will probably make another video on how to make an inviting profile video soon, so watch out for that as well. Contents. The question now is, what should I say in my intro video? This is quite a challenging thing for many, thinking of how we can create a unique and interesting video content. Here are some things you may want to add to your video. Number 1, remember to always smile. It sets the mood of your video. Number 2, be comfortable in front of the camera. Don't look very awkward or strange, so this may take practice for you. Next is look and sound inviting, kid-friendly, and fun. If you're looking forward to teaching little kids, this is very important. Next, introduce yourself briefly. Okay, just briefly. You may include your name, your age, country. Okay, just make it short and simple. Next, talk about relevant experiences in teaching kids or anything related to teaching. This may include any experience related to teaching little kids, such as catechism or volunteer or charity work. This can be a plus. Next would be include unique strengths about you. This can be tricky since you have to think deeply to yourself, what are your unique strengths? So just take time. Think about the things that is unique about you that you think you have that others may not have. Next would be your certificate and educational background. Please do include everything that is related to teaching. Okay, so certificates that includes teaching or English, you may include them, and then you can even post them and show them your certificates. Then express why you like teaching. This will give answers to the HR or the company why you're applying as an online English teacher. So you have to tell them the reason or a unique reason from you why you like to teach kids or adults or teaching English. Next, what can you offer to their students? Share to them what are the things that they can gain from you. Right? This is the part where you sell yourself. So tell them what are the things that you can give to the company or contribute to the company. So you can search about this, you can reflect on this, and then you add it on your script. Now, show them also a glimpse of what you are like in class. So you can show this all throughout your video. So show them if you're a jolly person from the beginning of your intro video until the end. Show them your jolly personality or anything that will show them how you are like in class. Now you can also show them a few of your props, toys, realia, or visual aids, such as, hello, this is Octi, and Octi is happy. this is? Oopsie! This is Rainbow. This is my favorite dog. And many more. So prepare them and try to add them in your intro video so they can see that you are ready and prepared with all your props and that you're really into this. Also, from time to time, use TPR gestures to show them that you are comfortable using them in your classes. So you can use different movements from your hands. Do not make your actions small. Try to use bigger actions, like hello, bye-bye, how are you? You can add those things. So make sure that you're comfortable, showing them that you're comfortable moving and using gestures in class. That would be great. Make everything short and straightforward. I do not suggest using too much words just to convince the company. A person who is confident can express themselves in a simple manner but with great impact. This part will probably have you reflect on your life, which is good. Okay, well, anyway, take time on this part. Make sure you are in a place where you can focus, a quiet place to think, a coffee or chocolate drink beside you. Don't be in a rush. Remember, great things come in time. Next, let's talk about video quality tips. You now have a content. Now, how do we make the video? Here are some tips to remember. Number one is good lighting. Natural lighting is actually the best light. But if you don't have a good source for natural lighting, you can always use other alternatives such as lamp, ring light, or a linear light that I'm using. You can use them as well. So some of these lights are quite too bright and too sharp for our faces, especially if you've got oily face like me. If you put direct light onto your face, it will actually give a sharp and too bright light on your face, and it's also painful to your eyes. So what you can do, you can cover your ring light or your lamp with a parchment paper. You can use a white plastic. You can also use any paper that's very thin, not the normal paper, because the light won't go through. So Japanese paper that's also white, you can use that as well. So what will they do? They will soften the light from your lamp, making a better lighting to you, and it won't be harsh on your eyes as well. So you can do that as well. For me now, I am using only one ring light. The ring light is actually facing the ceiling. The ceiling is white, so the white reflection comes back to me and it's softer. So you can practice and experiment on your lighting. You can search that on other YouTube channels as well. Next would be the lighting position. As you can see here, if this is the teacher, you can add two lighting setup. One on your left, one on your right. As for me, I used 3 lighting setup, left, right, and one on top of me. So I use that also. So just experiment and check your video. Try to do a test video before you record so you would know which lighting is best for you. So there, you can even search about lighting. You can search about lighting positions in Google. You can do that as well. Next is video quality. Make sure to set it in HD 720p. Clear voice and audio. It is preferred that you use a microphone. Kid-friendly era, always remember. Use props, toys, and TPR. The video must be 1 minute or maximum 2 minutes. That's what most companies usually require. Use landscape mode, this mode, not portrait mode. Video editing is optional as well. For the decoration, you can also put decoration behind you, but I would suggest to make it simple and not too many. This might look very distracting for kids. So simple, and you don't have to put a logo of the company, so you can use one video to apply in many other companies. 9. If ever you want to use a background music, please make sure to lower it down. Your voice must be heard clearly. It's very important, because if you have a louder background, it may alter the result of your screening. So make sure your voice is clear. 10. If you prefer not to edit your videos, it is totally fine. This may take you more effort as you have to impress them in one cut. So always prepare, practice, practice. Practice makes permanent, not perfect. Nobody's perfect. I know many of you are wondering, I probably would want to edit my videos, right? To impress the company. So what apps can I use for free? Great news! Here's a bonus information for you. Here are some apps that you may use to edit your videos. These aren't sponsored, man, but these are 6 video editing apps that you can use. Number 1, Filmora Go. Number 2, Quick. Number 3, KineMaster. 4, Power Director. 5, Viva Video. And 6, Magisto. So for me, I use Filmora Go to edit my intro video. So you check them out. You can explore whichever is comfortable for you to use. So there you go. There you go. That's about it. I do hope all these information I've shared to you help you out in acing that application you are eyeing on. If you have questions, inquiries, suggestions, or any information to add up, please do comment them down. I would love to read and answer them for you. If you find this video helpful for your online ESL journey, please do like and share this video. I will be uploading more helpful tips in the future. I will also be uploading my very own intro video soon. So please do subscribe and click on that notification bell so you'll be notified whenever I upload new videos just for you. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget, keep exploring. Don't just exist, live meaningfully. Thank you. Bye.